What's up, y'all? How is it going? So it's it's after the election. I don't know, yo. Like it just feels like a hot mess. Like a lot of the stuff that's going on, like all around. Like it just this stuff is like stressing me out a little bit. Not gonna lie, but anyways, there's a lot that I wanna say to be honest, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot that I'm gonna say. Or a lot of things that I'm gonna think about like in the coming days and that I hope to come on here and talk about as well. But one of the things like on my heart right now is like, well, I've been hearing that like the Democrats and like the people on the left, they're starting to like blame Latinos, they're starting to blame black people, Muslims, Arabs for not voting or for voting for Trump and stuff. And some of the things that they have been saying have been like disgusting, like actually disgusting. Like I saw a post talking about some Gaza, like turning Gaza into like a parking lot or something, and the Democrats want that apparently. Like what? Like I don't know. I thought it was like the party that really supported the people, and all that type of stuff. You know that are dealing with like the war and all that type of stuff. Like I don't know. I feel like that's really messed up. And then like I feel like I hear this all the time, like even before the election, everything. Like, you know, calling black people like Uncle Toms, or like saying Latinos are racist, or they are trying to be white and stuff. Like yo, are y'all serious? Like instead of the Democrat Party and people on the left thinking, oh, maybe like we're not really serving them and meeting like the needs that they have, or maybe like I don't know, just something else. And I feel like not even just for like the people that are like in terms of like running the campaign, like from that perspective, but also from the people like fellow voters, fellow citizens. Like instead of just thinking, oh, maybe like my brother or sister is seeing something that maybe I'm not seeing or something. Maybe they have some information that I don't have. Instead of being humble and like thinking like maybe like that and being open to like see other people's like perspectives, it's just so much hate. It's like, oh, you're a racist, like you're sexist, like you're such a bigot. Like, yo, are we serious? Are we serious? And also, it's like the questioning of people's like intelligence, like saying, oh, like you just don't know your history or something like that. Like, I'm like, I don't know, yo, like. Do people like really not know like their history like, and that like brings me to like my next point, and it's like, yeah, like we gotta understand our history, and it's true, like, but I feel like a lot of like when referring to like this history, it's stuff that's already mainstream. Like I feel like people already like, especially like here in like colleges, it's very like left leaning. Like I've had like probably like 4 or 5 classes teach about Marx, and like it's all positive. Like maybe a little bit of like some critiquing, like oh well maybe it's not 100% like factually correct. Like I've heard that in like one of my last classes, but for the most part it's still like, even with that like class it was like oh but there's still some like you know good information and good ways to use the theories and stuff like that, even if it's not 100% factual. So it's still in a positive light. So we're still being like fed these things, even if like I don't know, maybe we weren't taught about it like in high school, and maybe that's why it seems like oh it's so like revolutionary that we're learning about it like now in college. But just like know history even when it's not popular. That's kind of like one of my biggest things too, cause like especially with the whole like voting Democrat, voting Republican thing. Like LBJ said that he would have black people voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And he didn't say black people, he said the N word with the hard ER, yo. Like, he wasn't playing, like, you know, he wasn't being nice or anything like that. And, like, I feel like they be trying to play, like, people of color in like, similar ways, too. Like, I mean, obviously getting mad at Latinos and stuff. It's like, oh, you Latino, you didn't do what, like, you were supposed to do as a nice little Latino. Like, yo, if that's not racist, I don't know what is. Same thing, like, I don't know. And now with, like, Muslims and Arabs and stuff, like, yo, same thing with women, yo. It's like, oh, you little woman, you know, you were supposed to, like, do what we wanted you to do. Like, okay, yo, like, what? I don't know too much about that. Like, like yo, I don't know, and it's crazy too because I be feeling like, especially with my views, like even in class, I be feeling like I'm gonna get canceled one of these days. Let me not say that, cause then it's gonna happen. It's like, nah, I gotta will it, like it's not gonna happen. I mean, and if it does, like God's there for me regardless. But anyways, let me not sidetrack. Nah, yeah, but like it's just crazy. I don't know. The point is that like people like have their reasons for doing the things that they did, and like I said, we just gotta be humble and like be respectful. Cause like I don't know, like I mean, I don't want to say it because it sounds mean, but honestly, there is a bit of like arrogance, and just thinking that we're right and that there could be nothing wrong in our theories and our philosophy and what we know. Like no, sometimes we are gonna be wrong, only because it has to do with social justice things or political things. Doesn't automatically mean that we're gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? And so like I don't know, basically like we just gotta respect each other, and that's why it's so important to like be open to like other people's perspectives, even if we don't agree, and even if sometimes the things that they say might be a bit hurtful, because like we have to just have dialogue, or else we're not gonna get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's similar. Let me not, okay, yeah. It's kind of similar to what I see like with marriages. I feel like it's like maybe that's why marriages aren't even like lasting, because there's just no tolerance. Like, you're gonna disagree, but you're gonna have to like figure things out together no matter what. But there needs to be a commitment. And we as people, like if we're gonna be for human rights, there has to be some kind of commitment. Regardless of like your skin color, like whatever the case may be, yes. But also regardless of like our ideologies and like beliefs, like politically and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, sometimes the other person is gonna be wrong too, but we gotta have mercy and we gotta guide them with grace. You know what I'm saying? We can't just be out here insulting them, like calling them bigots and stuff like that. Like that's not gonna get us nowhere. Like we just gotta like really remember each other's like humanity, especially in moments when we disagree, which is like harder than when we're just like fully agreeing and like kikiing and stuff like that. Like nah, that's not like legit. Like being there for like people, you know? I don't know, yo. There's like a lot to say. There's a lot to say, and like I feel like in the next few days, like I said, I'm gonna have a lot to think about, and hopefully I get on here and talk about it and stuff. But yeah, just I don't know, y'all take it easy though, and I'll see y'all. But I really hope that y'all like take this to heart, cause I really be trying like tell y'all like just be better, good people, like don't let people tell you what to think. Just like do better yourself. And this is part of it. Like, do the minimum. If you're gonna be there for like human rights for human, you gotta do the minimum thing of like respecting each other when we disagree. Otherwise, like we're just being hypocrites and we're not really for people. All right. But okay, cool. All right, take it easy, y'all, and I'll see y'all.